set the scene for you. You've taken to something very important in your life. It may be work, it may be a partner, it may be a friend. Hell, it may even be just a project that you said you wanted to do. It didn't work out. Maybe the job said they don't want you anymore. Maybe your partner said it's time to call it quits. Maybe your friend pushed you away after you tried to reach out. Maybe even the project that you wanted to take on crashed and burned and died and now it's done. What now? I mean, it can sometimes feel like when something doesn't happen the way we want it to, there's a pit that opens up and starts to swallow us. Our whole self was engrossed into that thing that we cared about. What else is left of us after we're gone? And I'll tell you the answer that I specifically learned from watching TV shows and media and movies. It's not an answer that's unique or special or anything that you can't get without movies and media. That answer being, well, you're still you. I mean, you can feed into that pit. You should be allowed to feel like the world is ending. And after this moment, there's nothing left for you. That's what our brains default to telling us. But again, you're still you. You keep that small tidbit in mind. This is temporary. I'm still alive. I can still be. I can still live and I can experience and throw myself wholeheartedly into another thing. And yeah, maybe it would be scary. Maybe there'd be that fear that, oh, I really don't want to get hurt like that again. But you're still you. The fact that you did get hurt and the fact that you're still able to experience joy and happiness and hope again means that even if you were hurt again, you'd still be you. Do you not think that you'd be able to get over it again and move on and want to try again? I think normally there's a certain negative thought process we allow ourselves to fall into. That because we tried and we failed, that means we don't need to try again. But I say no. What are you letting yourself do? To justify sitting there and wallowing in your own self pity and not look for experiences and seek out joy and happiness? Some people say that by looking for love and happiness, you won't find it, but honestly, I think that's wrong. It's not by looking for love or joy that we are unable to find it. It's by tunneling extensively and not allowing ourselves to be happy until we have that thing or goal or whatever we think will actually make us happy. Like, I'll share a certain experience that I went through. I met someone that I really liked, and in fact, it seemed like we both really liked each other. But it just wasn't the right time right now. I was sad and disappointed, and maybe even a little bit, I was falling into despair thinking, shit man, it didn't work. Maybe this trying and meeting people thing won't work out. But then I sat and I watched this show that I was watching. And I saw a character in the deepest depths of their despair and still say to themselves, I can keep moving. Maybe it was that exact moment, that exact message needed to be said to me from that exact character. But I'd like to think that even if it wasn't that moment, that message, and instead I just watched a silly comfort show that made me laugh, I still think to myself, hey, that pit of despair may still be there, but it's not me. It's a part of me, sure, but it's not the only thing that I'm made of. I can still feel joy and I can still feel happiness. I'm still me. Isn't that reason enough to keep going? And after that, I'd like to think that I'd look at myself and I'd say, yeah, let's keep going.